Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Unite Show. My name's Kristall. This is my partner, Shine. Together, we are Unite's co-founders, and we are so excited to be back here tonight to be tuning in with an amazing team who are the founders of the New Earth Summit. So if you've seen us sharing that around and you don't know what it is, stay tuned and you're going to find out. We've got Christian, Jean, and Paulina here, who are the amazing founders. And what we're going to take you through tonight is basically a little taste of what the summit is going to be like in October 10th to 12th in Mexico. So you're getting to tune in here today. We're going to give you a little taste of kind of what's gone into it, what the vision is behind it, how you can be a part of it, and we're going to do some amazing quantum meditations to help us all open up this container, line up, and there's also a very special gift from Paulina at the end of the call. She's going to be talking more about that, so do stay tuned for that. And if you're tuning into the recording, reach out to us and we might have a way to be able to support you in finding more information about that as well. So I think we're going to jump into getting us grounded and centered and starting to build this container. So I'm going to pass it on to Paulina to help us drop in here. I think you're muted.
You're muted, Paul.
Okay, there. I think I'm unmuted now.
Lovely. Nice.
So how many of us are here? See?
There's 6 of us. Yes.
So before I tune in, I see what's her name? You introduced your
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how to change that without dropping the call. So it's Azam and then my initial and sorry. So you can call me Amy if it's easier. Hi, nice to meet you all. Sorry about the confusion. I noticed that I thought, oh gosh, I checked around and there was no way to rename it.
It's all good. Would you mind to also introduce yourself before we dive in?
Of course. Yes, of course. I have met virtually the team of Shine Kelly while ago. I don't know how many years ago, but I wasn't or I can't remember if I missed anything like attending, like registering to attend, but I always had the intention to attend. I was just letting them know that I was referred by Tara Bianca. She's an amazing person in North Vancouver. I don't know if you have met her personally or virtually. So I am located in Greater Vancouver as well.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Happy to join.
Nice.
Nice to meet you all. Sorry, it's not that exciting as your places, but it's.
I'm in the middle of the sticks right now. Like the nearest person is like 5 miles.
Wow.
Thank you.
Awesome. Welcome. I think somebody else joined in, Monica.
Yeah, it looks like she popped in and then we saw it. She left again, so it might be having reception challenges or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, so we're going to have a co-shared guided meditation, just a little bit of an introduction, just so that you have an idea of what to expect. We're a small group. We're going to tune in into each other's energetic fields to begin in this navigation. This practice we've been doing, the 3 of us, Jean, Christian, and I, where we connect with our fields, and I'm going to guide you on how to do that. So we connect to our fields, and once we have those fields connected, we're going to be transported. So we're going to create like an interdimensional traveling device with your own energy. Hi, Diane. So we're going to, once we connect, we're going to be navigating. I still don't know where that is. We'll be channeling as we start to tune into breath and relaxation. That's going to come through where we're going. So we're going to navigate there. And from there, we're going to start on a journey you're going to hear that my voice will not longer be there. Christian's going to come then on the next part of the navigation, and then I'll do the landing. Basically, I'm kind of like the pilot. I will help us to get off land, and then I'll help us to get back on land, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
All right, don't worry, you don't need to have any experience, you don't need to be an expert, you don't, like, none of that, it's a requirement at all. So you can right away, like, get off your mind, put it aside. All you really need to do is like dive in and let the energy move and unfold. Like, the energy, it's already part of us, it's already there. We are energetic beings, more than physical beings, more than we often realize. So we're going to just tune into that energetic part of ourselves. And if it's an intelligence, it already knows what to do. It already has that seed,
Intelligence.
that
Yeah.
intelligence, that inner knowing. It comes online, it just starts functioning. It's like it's a spiritual technology, basically, that once we just let it come online, it just goes. So don't need to worry about anything at all, other than relax. So if you haven't found any comfortable space, I'll invite you to make sure you feel comfortable, that your body feels supported. If you need to grab a little water, a crystal, any of your favorite, like, tools that you have around, yeah, also a candle, incense, any of those tools that help you just get into the space, you're welcome to do that. And other than that, I invite you to close your eyes. Begin to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Also, make sure all your mics are on mute at this point. Everybody's mics on mute. And a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Next time you have a deep breath in, I'm going to invite you to trace your spine upwards to create an alignment as you breathe in. And exhale. Next time you breathe in, focus on your third eye, which is the space in between your eyebrows. Next time you exhale, just allow for anything that has happened today to leave your mental space, your energetic space. Focusing more in your inner eye when you inhale. And begin to sense a spot of light in your third eye. Sense, feel, imagine, vision. And with each breath, I'm going to invite you to expand a little bigger that light. And as you're expanding that light, I invite you to begin to imagine a beautiful pond or lake or ocean, river with water. And allow for the water to reflect either the sun or the moon. And focus on the light, how it shimmers in the water. The next time you breathe in, I invite you to bring in that shimmer light from the water, from the top of your head, from your crown, and allowing it to come through from your crown into your mind space, into your pineal gland, into your brain, enveloping your entire brain with shimmering light, golden or silver or both, allowing any sensations to be felt, inviting it to expand through the back and front of your body, through your throat, through your vertebrae, traveling down like a river moves free without any obstacles at all, moving through your heart space, moving through your solar plexus, your belly, your organs, your womb, your pelvis, your sitting bones, your legs, arms, hands. Let it, this light move through you like a flowing river. Next time you breathe, invite that light to expand and expand around you, inviting a beautiful shape. Could be a bubble, a triangle, any shape that feels easy, or just feel it expanding, vibrating. I invite you to connect this to your heart space. If you wish, you can place your hands into your chest and connecting to your heartbeat. As you're beginning to connect deeper, bring a deep, deep gratitude to yourself, first and foremost, for all your journey as human and for everything you have endured and lived and experienced up to this point. Just bring love and gratitude and connect with this shape, giving it more form. This time it's going to be a triangle pointing up and a triangle pointing down, connected to your heart. We're going to allow one triangle to spin on one direction and the other one into an opposite direction, creating a beautiful vortex of energy. And breathe. With our intention, we're going to synchronize them to the rhythm of both so they are moving at equal speed. Equal speed. Equal speed. We're going to connect with each other's Merkabas and triangles from our heart space, setting with this intention. Synchronize. Just letting the energy to be synchronized. And as you're allowing that energy, you are invited to feel joy, filling up a memory with something that brings deep joy. Maybe it's painting, maybe swimming with dolphins, with whales, maybe it's flying, maybe it's being with your pets, with your loved ones. And let that joy expand and expand and expand. And now feel each other's in joy, in celebration. And we're going to go in a beautiful place. It's a circle. It's just on the middle of a beautiful green grass valley. There is a beautiful sky, even pink clouds, flowers in the ground, butterflies. In the space in the center, there is a beautiful crystal. It's actually quite big, almost the size of a human being. Clear quartz. You're invited to sit around in circle. This valley is a very special place where that crystal has been there. Connecting us. Christian. We don't hear you, Christian. There you are.
We're going to become aware of our Merkabas as we're sitting in the circle around each other. And this crystal that's sitting in between us is going to lift us up into the night sky. And we're going to connect with the sun's energy, the sun that gives us energy every single day. And this energy sends photonic light to us. And we're going to let that sun's energy fill our Merkabas and this center crystal and amplify the joy and the love that we feel from our loving memories and also our beings and also our shapes in this beautiful crystal with beautiful photonic light. And this, our sun is activated by a central sun that exists at the center of the galaxy. And this central sun is massive in the way it shares photonic energy with us. And it activates our sun. And as it activates our sun, it's activating us as well. We're going to now connect to that central sun that's going to share its wisdom, its love, and its ancient energy with us. And your Merkaba is going to take what's right for you and what's right for each of us. And this crystal is going to store this energy exactly the way it's intended to. Right now, there is an incredibly celestial body named Atlas. It's seen as an asteroid, it's seen as a ship, it's seen as a visitor that is also traveling through our galaxy right now. that has ancient, beautiful energies from all over the cosmos from its travels. We're going to connect to this body of celestial essence, and it's going to share some of its love and energy and frequency with us. And we're going to let our Merkabas and our souls and our bodies take in the energy from this beautiful traveling frequency body. And these three energy centers are going to share with us exactly what is right for you and exactly what is meant to power you up and amplify the things that are necessary to uplift you, fulfill you, and enhance your body in every single way. And we're going to come back to the circle, sitting around with each other. And we're now going to start to activate our 12-strand DNA. This 12-strand DNA is a dimension. It's 12 dimensions. It's 12 chakras and 12 individual golden beams of light that are going to come down one at a time into your being. And we're going to activate those one at a time. So first bring in the first golden strand of light into your being. And let that come from the center of the galaxy, come down through your head into your being and connect to the center of the earth. And let it exist in golden, beautiful strand of light. And now bring in the second golden strand of DNA, of dimension, of frequency light, and let these two spin together through your core, connecting from the central sun, your crown, through your entire being, and into the earth as it spins. And now let the third strand activation come in and come down through the column and start to spin with the other two. And now the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth strand of DNA. And now the seventh. You may feel pressure in your head as this happens. That's perfectly fine. Your mind and your soul are processing these integrations. And now the eighth strand of DNA, this column of light, is exquisite in its energy, its wisdom, and it's starting to feel your being and connect you to the stars and connect you to the center of the planet. And the ninth strand, and the 10th strand, and the 11th strand of DNA, and now the 12th strand of DNA comes in with a beautiful column of spinning, 12-strand helix light of wisdom from the stars connecting to your heart, spinning down through your etheric and your multidimensional light body, your core, and into the center of the earth. And as this is existing and spinning through your body, your cells start to vibrate with this enhanced wisdom of light energy. Your entire being starts to enhance, uplift, and vibrate with these frequencies. And these frequencies start to connect to all the different dimensionalities of the planet, our brothers and sisters, all sentient light, seen and unseen frequencies, the light band, the sound band, and all the different layers of frequency that exist in this beautiful interdimensional world that we live in. This, over the next few days and maybe 2 weeks, will start to enhance your body and activate different things, your dormant gifts, your dormant DNA from different star systems, and all the incredibly beautiful, special, ancient things that exist inside this library of incredible information, frequency, and love light codes that exist. These are spinning and enhancing and activating. And in this moment, let's all feel gratitude for the amazing things that are going on in our lives, for this very moment to be able to be here sharing with each other, to really lock in these activations, feeling gratitude and joy and love for all the things that are going well and improving and enhancing in our lives. And even in the little simple things, the air that we breathe, the water that we have to drink, our friends, our loved ones. There are many challenges in this earth right now, and many things changing. And we want to become part of the future and part of the solution to these things. I want you to imagine health and wellness for everyone you know. Access to these things that allow for healing, growth, and wellness for every single person you've ever met, will meet. All the families out there to have access to abundant health care and wellness and healthy bodies of feeling joy and the carefree nature of feeling good. I want you to imagine what it would be like to have clean systems and technology where everyone on the planet has access to everything that they need, from communications to infrastructure to technologies that are clean, abundant, available, and completely affordable, and just everywhere, where every single person has every single thing that they need. I want you to imagine infrastructure, pipelines, water systems, energy systems, things that distribute food systems, all systems supporting each and every person and all sentient life on this planet, where your frequency and your 12th gen DNA vibrates these things out to the collective, where everyone has every single thing that they need, because everything is becoming abundantly available in a free and abundant nature, where everything that you could possibly imagine and want for your life, your family, your friends, your loved ones, and every person out there that you interact with has a smile and love in their heart because they're well taken care of, because the earth's resources are being shared and being available and abundant to all, because it's our birthright. The earth holds these living sentient beings in all of us because we are here to share the resources and the love, the ideas, the technologies that exist here and that will exist. Imagine finance being available to everyone, where everyone is everything that they need to take care of themselves, explore their dreams. And imagine that her self-connections, her water, her soil, her air, and all energies on the planet are clean, abundant, and pure, where we all share and have a beautiful life together, where everyone is provided for, everyone explores their creativity and enhances their dreams, and where everyone lives a life that is worthy, fulfilled, enjoyable, and just magical, because every single person has all the things that they need. And I invite you to feel that for a moment and vibrate in that frequency. And let all those things become. Just imagine for a few moments and feel what that would feel like. Doesn't it feel so nice? In this moment, as we sit around this crystal together, let's all collectively share this energy and these visions and these pure thoughts and these emotions and these vibrations with the center crystal. And let that be a container for that to share with the earth, with the galaxy, and with the universe. That earth becomes this shining beacon of pure, abundant joy for every single living thing. And when you're ready, you can bring your attention back to your Merkaba. and fill your Merkaba with this energy as well. And let it infuse back into your body and your cells. And this beautiful core strand of DNA spinning just starts to become reality and expands and grows and fulfills in your life, in your cells, in the molecules, in the etheric nature, your frequency of your being. And start to radiate this. And then this starts to become all of our realities. Paulina.
And know that as you have felt and vibrated with this energy at invisible levels, this blueprint is in place. It's connected to the crystal and the crystal core of the earth. It's connected to the planet and to the other planets, solar systems, galaxies. Know that this is a reality that is very, very much long awaited for by all humanity, also by beautiful starseed family. And it is birthed through each of your hearts. Each of your intentions is more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Gently, we're going to reconnect with each other's heart space through our Merkabas, through our heart. Feeling now the warmth, the love, the synchronicity, the expansion, and the easiness. Feel that support, the core, the strength, the light. We're going to travel together into our physical bodies. This crystal wants you to know that at any moment during your life that you may need to recharge, reconnect, or ask for anything to help you in your human journey, you're welcome to reach out and extend yourself to this crystal energy. All right, so returning back into our physical bodies, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, and beginning to connect to your physicality, allowing all this energy to come back into your physical being, feeling it in your spine, in your shoulders, in your neck, in any parts of your body or your organs or your chest, just letting it move and letting it feel, letting it settle. Also, this crystal wants you to know if there's anyone that you deeply care for, family member, pet, friend, that perhaps is not so open to connect or understand this spirituality or technology. You can also ask to the crystal to send energy to them. It's connected to the infinite source. And it wants you to know to please don't ever be shy to ask for help when you need it. And very gently, we're going to begin to open our eyes. Welcome back.
And cue the music. It's gonna take a sec.
Thank
At
you,
the end there,
Pao.
I had to move back inside because it was so cold outside. It was like freezing. Oh, Paulina, that was awesome.
Very powerful.
Thank you both. Yes. It's very good. I fell
Thank
asleep.
you, Christian.
Did you say you fell asleep?
Nice.
Awesome.
Sometimes that's what it's needed, for the
Totally.
reset to happen.
Yeah.
Of
Where your
course.
subconscious is bringing it in also, so the activation
was
can
great.
still totally happen.
Yeah,
And
I
So we
felt
know as
huge amount of like energy just coming through, and oh
You
wow,
feel
it
the
was
pressure in your head?
and not pressure but warm.
Yeah.
It was a warmth of the energy.
Yeah, like mine starts to like, it feels like it's gonna, I feel like my brain's trying to like keep up with whatever's happening. Like,
I feel like
done it-
like energy moving like electricity, like to like the brain. So cool. A
that
little
central
feedback.
crystal is beautiful. Oh my gosh.
You saw it?
Yeah,
Oh, just
like
Hmm.
a crazy crystal. It looked like something from like a Disney movie or something. Just like,
I know.
Yeah, it's really
wow.
nice.
I could definitely feel that energy.
How was it for you, Kendall? Welcome.
Hi.
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 Hello.
That was beautiful and energizing. And I have 3 dogs in the car and they all fell asleep.
Oh, wow.
They're
Wow.
like they're like a Merkaba for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one is
Wow.
like not fall asleep anywhere.
Wow.
Little lady, right?
Good
This is
girl.
a little poodle,
Wow.
right? Little poodle.
She is Yorkie mixed with a Maltese.
Oh,
Aw.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
meditating
cute.
with my dogs. It's like
And,
so
and
nice.
he's also quite anxious. And
Aw.
he was like just chilling. This one, he's
Aw.
always chilling.
Aww.
Yeah, that was,
Mm,
yeah, thank you for
Ryan
that.
for most of that meditation.
nice.
Thank
Good
you.
number.
What did you say? What did you
Yeah,
say?
9 for most of that meditation. I know that's a good number.
Very cool.
A little feedback about the 12-strand DNA music. We had it all super planned out.
Yes.
Yeah, we had like
12 chakra.
12 like crazy tones
Thing.
planned out to go
Chakra.
on, but
And I was like, did he say 12 chakras yet? And Chris was like, no.
I didn't hear it.
And so we think that you had, maybe you're getting to it. And then you stopped. I was like, oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll
well,
say-
no, but you heard, right? You heard all
That-
12.
that-
I know.
You heard that, yes?
But I thought you were, because you didn't say it. It's okay. I'll tell you.
we'll send we can send everyone the music and we
Of
can
course.
Yeah.
we can sync it up.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, we'll send you the file and then just drop the 12 in according to the tones in order, for the first 12, but then the rest because it goes to different tones, let them sync on their own. Just listen.
Beautiful.
But
Totally.
yeah, that music. So a little bit about that music. That music,
Yeah.
the tones, like it is very, very hard to actually have digital and replicate sound without it being on a 440 hertz somehow. So
For
even though you're
sure.
hearing a singing bowl like on YouTube or Spotify or something, the second it goes into the cloud is usually converted from the systems and the cloud systems to 440. So it sounds like a singing bowl, but it actually loses the essence of the tone.
Wow.
So this tone that we have for you is like perfectly dialed in, measured before and after, so that it like activates all the right things. So we'll share that with you.
So cool.
We'll dive into more because that tone was developed by Gene, so it's a music catered specifically
For to activate the 12 chakra DNA. Definitely. Those they don't sound like music notes.
Yeah,
But
it's
if
actually
you just
it's off a little bit the first time you hear it. It's different, but they're accurate.
they're not the same notes we have for sure, and they will allow your brain to connect to all of these different frequencies. But really, all you have to do is relax, connect to the present moment, and then listen to the recording and let it do the job. It's best to activate it just before you're gonna fall asleep, for example, and you will have very best results out of it. And for everyone this week that connect to this meditation, you will observe a lot of signs. All of those signs, they are coherent to the reality we have just created. So we know this from everyone from hypnosis and quantum session that we've done. So just keep aware of there will new signs of a new form of free energy and different sort of foods, and all of little element will now bridge to your reality in the next 2 weeks, and they are the signs that are crystallizing around the quantum core we have just created. And the more energy you will anchor to those little signs, think of it that what we have done today is like dropping a rock into the water, and you're going to see those ripple happening in the fabric of your reality over the next 2 weeks. So those ripple will appear in your feed, in the people everywhere, and paying attention to this ripple can make it more synergic for the next time we will do again this type of meditation, connection, and training, and connect once again to the center core of the earth.
And
And
actually,
each
we just
time
had
becoming more meaningful.
And actually, we just had the 999 portal that literally closed out a ton of timelines. So now the timelines the new templates are all activating. So the more you can embody the frequencies and the things that we did, the more your new timelines will be full with these type of synchronicities and decisions. So like all you have to do is just relax and just keep your eyes peeled for the breadcrumbs and start to follow them.
Beautiful. This might be a lovely segue into, because I feel like we really wanted to jump right in with this call into kind of giving you a felt experience of this, and it might be fun now to kind of get back a little bit to the origin stories of the New Earth Summit and let everyone know kind of what we're doing here. And I think some people might be, I won't be able to go to Mexico, so what's the point of me kind of being into this? And I think we really want to let everyone know that this is just kind of the opening up point and the beginning point. And what I really love about the New Earth Summit and what feels really exciting to me is this is knowing that there's kind of blueprints and pathways for us to really consciously seed the future we're all really calling in. And I was thinking about this in my bath before the call, and really getting the download that we all know that when you plan a little bit, not too much, but when you plan and focus and set the intentions, the results can be so much more seamless and so much more really what we're looking for. And that's what we get with law of attraction. That's what we get with you see that with athletes who are training and they're visualizing where they want to go. And I feel like we all have this here for the new earth, the desire for a better world, desire for health and abundance for all. But I feel like a lot of us kind of from where we are now to where we want to be feels like a really big jump. And there's kind of a desire, but what are the next steps? And what I'm so excited about with the summit is it feels like these amazing beings have really thought out the kind of quantum infrastructure for how we can see these next steps and bring this about together. And this in-person summit is just one of the elements of how this is all being brought together. So there's my little download, and I want to share hear from actually you guys who have been really calling this in for a very long time and doing so much preceding for all of us. Like, we're kind of new in on the scene of the project, but these three amazing beings have been really cultivating this for a long time. So I'd love to hand it over to you guys to share with us kind of the origin stories of where this came from and where it's going.
Yeah. I want to say one thing, like what you're to what you're saying, like the thought, the thing coming to me in this moment is like right now, it is the most important moment ever to understand what you love and who you are and what you want to do. Because right now, the new energies of Earth are no longer supporting the garbage. They're no longer supporting the greed, betrayal, lies, like all this bullshit. Like the frequencies no longer will hold these things. All the new frequencies are forward creation frequencies. And what's really exciting about that is the sooner and the more intrinsically you can understand what you love to do, what your gifts and talents are, and what you can bring to the future of Earth, the better, because those frequencies will be amplified like crazy, because that is what the entire new format of frequencies for Earth is built on and built for. Is for you to honor your gifts, your talents, and the God-given just essence that you are, and then put that into the Earth somehow, some way. It can be the smallest thing. It could be the most massive thing, whatever it is, but doing what you love, doing what you enjoy, and sharing that with others is the key. And so however you can apply it, just, whatever, like, don't ruin your life tomorrow, but that's what I'd say. No, so the newer summit, lots of people have lots of places to go and get healed. There's plenty of that going on, but there's not a lot of places if you want to use your quantum, your new 5D gifts to help seed New Earth to be a better place for yourself and others. There's not a lot of places to go and do that. And so really the New Earth Summit is a seeding ground in the 1010 portal, in the Mayan portal. And we've done a bunch of work on that to get up to this moment, is to seed a new paradigm of growth and fluidity and projects, and just to make that stuff easier for everyone. And if we do our jobs right in setting these intentions, we're just going to have a bunch of people wake up the next day and just no longer be interested in the garbage that they used to support in the past, and want to support new things with their time, their resources, their decisions, their efforts, and just let go of the things that they used to think were so important. We're setting a new field full of quality intentions where they just aren't interested in it anymore. That's really the goal, the desire, and the hope, with the frequency, the sound, the food. Everything is lining up to have all of this stuff just drop straight into that portal. And this was kind of the idea, and Paulina was like, I will make this happen for you, and Jean's going to do the music, and so Jose the chef is going to make fabulous food, and all these things are going to line up. So but this is one of what will be many in terms of projects, activities, just things where and spread out from that even this moment is part of that, sharing that effort and that essence, and just the God-given soul powerhouse that every individual is, and remembering that and using that to. I'm a little bit sideways after that thing, by the way. Like,
That's normal.
I'm trying to like put my thoughts together. It's like
That's okay. We're
yeah,
getting
that's
the essence of it for sure.
like I'm ready to go lay down. Like, you guys can work that out. No.
Can you guys tell us
No, that
about the 5 intentions that you guys have set for this container?
Yeah.
yeah.
So the intention, specifically the way they're written and the way that they're organized, is number one is honoring, like, calling as a starseed, as a light worker, as somebody that wants to participate in this.
Yeah.
I'm honoring who I am first, and then I'm going into the details of health and wellness for everyone. What does that look like? What does that mean? What does that feel like? Like, I mean, if you think about our world right now, every person on earth knows somebody dealing with something, or knows many people, like your aunts, your cousins, your grandparents, whatever, hospitals, diabetes. I mean, just you name it. It's just rampant with enough, right? This is the chance to own the frequency of imagine light beds and frequency and sound healing that vibrate to health, and that these are available everywhere for free.
This is your ability to tap into this reality.
Your consciousness aligns with this bed and tells it what your ideal blueprint is, and then it vibrates using light and sound and frequency to reorganize your cells back to its perfect condition, so that maybe within 10 years from now, everyone you know is in optimal health, optimal condition. Everyone you know can do a 50-yard sprint if they need to without any problem, anytime, no matter what. It's just part of life, where everyone you know is in great condition, no matter what their age is. You know, if they're 80 years old or 20 years old, it doesn't matter. This category from 20 to 80 will start to all look similar, where the just essence of health and wellness exists across the whole format, you know. And then that comes into like the food and the infrastructure. So all these things kind of work together. The health and wellness for everyone is centered in the individuals, right? And then you move to technology. So then these are the things we use on our day-to-day basis. Right?
This is very important. All of it.
Unlocked, inventors start to be rewarded for the right things, for an energy and a frequency of, instead of currency-based essence and priorities, we're having frequency-based essence and priorities. And so then once your technologies are working, now the infrastructure that fuels those technologies are clean, abundant, available, and working. And then from there, the financial system is a quantum-based financial system where we all share in the wealth of Earth. We all share in the essence of what wealth is. The Earth has so much wealth. And as our birthright, as individuals here, it's all part of our shared domain. So a system that supports and understands where you live in the world and what's needed for projects and things like that. It's like, okay, this part of the earth needs this project, and green lights funding for you. It green lights things that are necessary in different locations. It green lights the corrupt monies being like refueled and turned back into things that go back into our lives, where us as the individuals and the citizens of Earth start to share in the resources through a quantum level financial system that pays for all these things and gets things fueled and gets things working together, that boils back to the individual health, the technologies, the infrastructure. And then from there, the elementals of Earth, the soil, the rock, the water, the air, the etherics, the atmosphere, where all these things start to have systems in place that cleanse it, heal it, and then there's just clean air, clean water, abundant living soil, and things like that, ancestral seeds growing, and make incredible foods that have all the right genes in them, that have all the right vitamins and minerals, where all these things start to work together, where Earth is not just a great place, it is a fabulous place to be. And the reality is like, this is happening. I know this in my heart. I know this in my soul that this is taking place. You're seeing it everywhere you look. If you actually look and feel, you can see it starting to happen everywhere. And so what we're trying to do at the summit is amplify the crap out of that. And so
Amazing.
that's my elevator pitch.
Amazing. And I'd love to have Paulina and Jean, you guys chime in, add to that, as well as kind of where's the origin for you guys personally, kind of what got you here and passionate about bringing this together, because we know as experienced event producers and for 10 plus years, it's a lot of work doing what you're doing and holding space for community and bringing people together. And we definitely don't do it for the money. We don't do it for the fame. We do it because there's a huge underlying why. And I'd love to hear from you guys, what's your why and passion in really bringing this about?
Thank you. This is actually how with Paulina we learn how to cater this process for everyone, because we are both trained hypnotherapists, and through these many sessions that it's just all the information is so cohesive, what everybody is experienced and tell the same thing, that it had just breached all reality as one. And that's what we've been noticing with Paulina for more than 7 years at this point. So we just can't help notice it, that everybody sees different reality, but all those reality were converging. And actually, we heard about the new Earth back then. They used to call it Earth 2.0. So we actually heard it from people already inception or hypnosis, so to speak. And what we've been is just being the patient observer of the process, in a sense that, of course, we understand it. We were both trained with energy to begin with. I was trained to alchemy before I even finished the university. So all of this was part of my childhood and understanding. But what we did with Paulina, instead of pushing it, is like we observe it, and we observe it through others, and we see this converging at a reality that we knew existed. And then we became very honored to host this as the container, as the channeler of these quantum realities. What we did then, when we understand that this happened, is that we learn all the techniques so we can actually make it real for the people, not just accessing somewhere and then you're at two different reality, one the one you access and the one you live in. So the way to do that is that we understood they were anchor point, and they were manifesting to people reality, and obviously based on the amount of energy they were putting in through, they were getting more of that data, which they would also tell us, and we would be, oh yeah, that's very coherent. So what can we do for this to be sustained? This is where we met Christian, because with all those solutions that we had to, and the solutions are so multiple, because you can imagine that through this hypnosis we get all this technology. So we obviously have access to 0 point energy through very simple DNA modification. We have access to all resetting the financial system, how to do it, why to do it. So all of this information, we want to share it, because the way it works is like our consciousness is so powerful that by sharing it all together, we create and craft that reality. And this is where the intentions are designed. It's like the intention are designed in such a way that they are open enough for your vision to be part of the crystal temple of the new reality. So we are not like crafting a reality that we want people to join in. We are creating the container for people to basically apply layer of their vision, and that big like cakes of layer of vision is their hold with huge crystals that create a Tachyon field that Christian brings. And those Tachyon field is where we create the holding of the portal. So then we're back to the beginning, which we learn with Paulina how to hold the portal. So I think that's everything we can say.
Gina, I love you so much.
So cool. Paulina, do you want to chime in? You're muted. Make sure you unmute. Yeah. I think
Okay.
we're in the same room, so if they're not muted, we get the feedback.
We get the, yeah. We're neighboring each other here.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, for me, it started many years ago when I had an initiation in Toronto. I lived in Toronto for 12 years, and I started working with plant medicine, specifically from Brazil. And through the ceremony space, is that I started first to come online, do all my own clearing of my own karma and lineage and all of that stuff, shadow work, all that fun stuff. And then it started to happen that I started to connect with my spiritual blueprint and start doing planetary work at an interdimensional level. So I was in ceremony, physically present, but multidimensionally accessing different dimensions and working with the earth. So then I understood there was part of my soul mission to convey that energy one way or another. And I started connecting with my guides, with my higher self, and receiving messages and guidance to fast moving forward, come to Mexico and start working with human beings. And because I was so sensitive to energy, that was a big, huge step for me. Like it was never my intention to be a healer or be anything at all, but that was just part of the guidance. So I moved to Mexico, to Tulum. It was very specific, the place. I moved to Tulum and I started teaching yoga and working with Jean, with plants, with women, with detoxes, cleansing the body, until it moving forward, I started to train to become a quantum technique practitioner from the Academy of Dolores Cannon and start helping humans to connect with their higher self. So when people connect to their higher self through sessions, they begin to connect with their blueprint and start downloading information about why they are here, what is their soul mission, how to heal. They heal during sessions. They can help heal family members. And so then I started to receive information that has been very significant, but a lot of the information was also related to the new earth, the planetary changes that are undergoing. And then I realized that there is human beings, very specific human beings that have decided to incarnate at this point in time to help with this transition. And it's not the first time that we do it. This is not the first time at all. This has happened on planet Earth and other civilizations, as we know, as Atlantean, Lemurian, and other ones before, where there is ancient sites like that we can see, like Egypt. There is a lot of background that tells us this is not the first time, but it's also not the first time in this planet. And so having human beings incarnated in planet Earth from other different places, they are bringing with them a blueprint and the knowledge and information from where they're from. The tricky part is that when we're born human, we forget all of it. Most of us. Some people remember, most of us forget everything. And so we're starting from zero, remembering all of this stuff. And we have to clear. Sometimes some human beings decide to take in missions, like to learn how is it to love, how is it to forgive, how is it to have compassion, how is it to feel. We come here to feel and experience. So through that, sometimes we choose complicated family scenarios that many people can, go through all of that stuff. But it's all of this part of the process. But what I've learned is, like, once we move from all of this into the main point, which is coming into fulfilling our life's purpose or soul's mission, it's connected to the planet. It's the human beings that came to do that. They know it, they feel it, they are not joking around it, they're not messing up, they're not wasting any time, any second. Like, they know, like, they feel it in their heart and they know. And this space that is being created is to call in for human beings that have this calling, this feeling, the energy, the understanding, because we don't need the entire planet to do this. So it's something that I received through the sessions, is like, this is how powerful human beings are. And sometimes they forget, they think like, well, I'm only one human, what can I do? Like, wow, Like some of the ancient masters have come through sessions online to deliver this message because it was guided that we have to do this. It was a specific guidance that this needed to be done, period. We're not here for anything else. This needed to be done, and this is why we're here. And so it said you only need one or a few human beings over like a million. That's it. That's all. So whenever we think like we're small or we think that it requires a lot of us, like it doesn't require a lot of us. It requires just a few that have the energetical blueprint to do it.
Amazing.
And that's why that's why we're like moving. There's also the energy of the places. So the reason why we're here in Tulum, the first one, because of the temples. There's pyramids and there's a grid that's connected to the planet Earth. So that means that if we connect to energetic grid of the temple in Tulum, we're connecting globally. So this energy that we're sending is global. It goes all around the planet. The planet, as Christian guided us, is connected to the central sun. So we are sending a direct field of energy and information through the planet to the sun. And that is a massive, I mean, massive work. Massive. It's incredible. It's like one of the most beautiful things we can actually do as human beings. So it's no joke at all.
We can imagine it. We can do it.
Amazing.
Totally.
Love that.
Totally agree. Totally agree. It's about 10,000 persons, so it was. But yeah, it's a massive, massive, massive work. It will ripple across all timeline. So although it is all work to do for planet Earth, it will also resolve other situation that has been unresolved. Not that we have to do it for others, but everything is connected to a point of resolution that we have came to resolve our own past through this planet, resolving the planet itself at the same time. It's kind of an all at once situation at the point we are. But it's
Beautiful.
converging, and this is why it's possible because it's all converging at this same point.
Love that.
Can I introduce Jose real quick? He's the guy doing our
Jose!
Yeah,
Chef,
yeah.
he's doing our.
Hi, good night. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, Hi, Jose.
Sanchez.
So Jose's doing an incredible frequency meal and frequency elixirs where everything is like aligned with the intentions for the moment. So there's a foodscape and a soundscape, and then the intentions and a quantum scape, and so it's just going to be incredible. But Jose is the magician that's putting together these ancestral elements of food technology to support the elixirs after each intention to physically seal that. But I'll let him. I'll just shut up.
In the summit, the idea is like start to connect with the real frequency of the food, and like everything in this earth can be intentioned, in especially the food. So let's gonna start to see the food not like a need, like a something that can help to us to get that purpose or that purpose we had in this life. So basically, it's a start to see the food like a kind of a clean energy that support our body, support our health. All we are humans, from children, in all moment of life, we had to be connected with the food, with the medicines, with the plants, with the hair, with the smells. So in our brain, so there is high memories. There is a smell when we were children and our mother's food. So the idea is to start to connect with this energy that we feel this love in the mother food when we're children. So basically, mother's intention of food we love because when she cook is thinking, oh, I want my children healthy, I want my children. So basically, It's something that our mothers used to do, and maybe they don't not conscious, but it's something that they very did with love. So we can do exactly the same for us and for others. So this is one of the things I want to share with you. In one of the few things.
And it's like treating the ingredients with the essence that they need to be treated with, and like learning just how to like intentionally like just care for each part and put them together in a way that supports the different elements and the frequencies in the way that the weekend's going to go. But also you'll start to he's going to share kind of the consciousness, so that he has a very rich connection, Colombians do in general, a very rich connection to food, ancestral seeds, the elementals of land, soil, and just kind of like what this biome produces and does. I mean, this is why the entire world's after Colombia and everything, from flowers to fruits to coffee. I mean, you name it. That's why they just. I don't know. You can ask a 5-year-old about soil here, and they will tell you about the sacredness of it. So
amazing. So cool. So happy to have, I feel like we've kind of got like this amazing like Avengers team, but not avenging, like New Earth team coming together and helping us plant the seeds. And I think that's the element that the quantum piece that feels so interesting. And I love what you were saying, Paulina, about we don't need everyone to change. We don't need everyone to be on board with things. That's the quantum element, is it doesn't require, complete agreement to create change. And I feel like that's what's really exciting with this summit, and just with seeding this work in general, is you don't need to, even like on this call, we're not all in the same room, we're not even all in the same country. But we can still create this quantum field of connection and change and growth. And I think that's what feels really exciting with this summit. And just reminding everyone too, I think sometimes we can feel a little bit like, one person in a giant wave of humanity, and what can I actually do on my own? What's the point of me doing my little meditation? How is that changing the world? How is that helping anyone? And I think that's that quantum element that feels really exciting. So yeah, I'd love to kind of expand a little bit more into that. Did you have something to add, sweetheart? Oh, you're just patting me. We have a signal when we're on calls and things, if we want to chime into each other, but we don't want to interrupt. We'll like do a little tap. So I thought he wanted.
It's below the fold, right?
That's our communication, is to instead of interrupting. Let me talk now. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on kind of this quantum element of how not just the people that are able to come join us in Tulum in October at the physical summit, but how kind of we all get to be a part of this, and how just anyone tuning into this recording in the future, anyone participating in any way with what they're already doing, how we can kind of all move this vision of the new Earth forward.
I can share like a small example is, when you're having a bad day and like your day is just everywhere you go, everyone can, a stranger at the grocery store, they like it, or when someone else is having a bad day, like you can just see it, you can feel it, you can just, or an amazing day, same thing. But this is like getting more sincere and more intentional and more specific about, it's not just I'm whole, I'm happy, I'm healthy. It's the earth is whole, the earth is happy, the earth is healthy. Everyone around me is whole, happy, healthy. Things are getting better. Things are getting more inspired. The frequencies are lifting. So it's starting to own that frequency everywhere you go. And then that starts to just layer and layer and layer and layer and spread out. So the more you can align with your, like the 12 strand DNA, like activation we did, the more quality that vibration can be across those 12 dimensions, the more fluid and expansive those like ideas and element and feelings that you have about, I'm not only am I getting healthier, but my earth is getting healthier and my solar system is getting healthier, expands through those different grid systems of frequencies. And it starts with that conscious ownership of like, I'm going to embody this everywhere I go, and I'm going to be this and feel this and send this. You're still going to have shit days. I mean, it's just going to happen, but it's having a quality frequency in all of your essence. And then you start to be conscious about the food you're intaking and what that vibration and being mental about when you intake that, and that vibration's affecting the water in the watermelon, the water in the fruits, and just those kinds of things. And then your meditations start to become more quality and sincere, and just like, so you're just taking that one point and lifting yours, and then it just brings up the rest of the fabric, and then that lifts everybody around you just a little bit. And so that's my example of that. But
Love that. Jean, do you want to pop in? Because I feel like with all the sound frequency work that you're doing, I'm such a literal, like a visual. I love when people can connect the quantum non-physical ideas with, I know music isn't physical either, but it's something that, we can see the spikes and we can see the kind of tones. Yeah.
It's quite physical. In the music, we have this ability to sync everyone's brain, and when this happens, this is when we have the ability to shift this reality as a group, and it makes it very very more powerful. So that's what we do usually on the weekly basis with our sound healing is we sync all of each other's through those frequency, and we learn basically to navigate through it.
I don't know if you know this or not, but you know the 4-foot gongs, the big brass gongs. They're one of the few instruments, or if anything, that actually clears brain plaque. That wavelength is actually 55 feet long for one cycle. So the power of that is super incredible. Like the sound itself, you're seeing technology evolve to be able to use the sound in a way more specific way, where, I mean, they're starting to vibrate like cancer cells and things like that, but the sound spectrum, actually they say the universe began with sound, but the sound spectrum in general is incredibly powerful in what it can do. And that's just going to get more, that technology in general is going to just evolve as we're moving forward, because people are starting to remember and see and enhance and build things that use that in that intentional way, because it's untapped at this point. Like, it's just been a entertainment and, I don't know, get in the mood.
It's true. It's very much untapped. We are not using it for medicine. We are not using the sound for any transportation or barely even in chemistry. But the sound is the only vibration of the universe that actually move matter. Any other part of the spectrum is actually electromagnetic. So it just moves inside matter. It doesn't move matter itself. And the sound definitely have this ability to bridge through the veil if we needed to, but that's not what we're going to do at this time. We will just move with our own consciousness to actually open the fabric of space-time. It's actually quite rough, and it's not necessary to actually shift our reality.
We're not going to be mad
because we are building it. We are not opening space time in that sense. We are opening it through ourselves and channel it so we can actually transduce and express those reality. But it's well said, Krista, that actually if we crank up the volume to 1.05 electrovolts, we will actually open the fabric of space and time. But then we are dealing with a different issue, obviously, of maintaining it. The sound is just so powerful on its own.
We'll start with
the idea
before we go to space and time, right?
Yes, we will start with each other. We will really learn how to ripple and anchor it as a group. And we know as a fact that when we actually see this blueprint, it fractal itself through resonance. And this is really how this will be work and will be maintained. The sound that we have catered for you at the summit, though, what we've done is to remove basically any frequency that used to somehow block the human mind. We've just run those studies, and we just realized that And that's how you're going to hear it. Like when you hear the music, there is basically two phases of it. So there is frequency that they're not frequency, that they're kind of what we call transient, and they allow us to go very deep within. So when we go deep within, we have a different reality with all of us. This is kind of where the ego is born from, the ripple of the vacuum. Is like at some point we need to have an understanding of ourselves, but to understand ourselves we need to dive in. So that's how we dive with the sort of non-frequency sound, and then we bring those sacred frequencies. So why are they sacred? Because they follow the solfeggio frequency, they follow the overtone, they follow the ancient knowledge on what those frequencies are. When we use resonators, they're already tuned to the tempos we have on planet Earth, and those are the sound we use to reconnect us. So basically, at the summit, you experiment two things. You experiment one movement going inward that you barely can define this as a gong. It's not a bell. It's not really a frequency, and we all emerge through it through a frequency we all recognize, which is a very sacred tone, basically. And those point of convergence, they do create spike, just like you say, but in the quantum fabric, and those spikes are the one who actually mantle and open the portal, and those allow to create ripple toward all the different realities. So this is so much more powerful than just opening one little opening like Ricky and Morty, so to speak. Like you just open a hole and you pass through. It would just be an escape. You escape and you're just, I mean, it would just not solve it. But the ability to actually do this harmonically with our own consciousness, just like Paulina explained, being who we are, because everybody who's presented come with their own past as an actor, as a conscious actor of this reality shift. This is where really we can make it happen. And just like you say, Krista, this is just really the opening, the blueprint, the first model is like it's the root. But everyone who have the honor to be present at the beginning will have the benefit to observe so much ripple, because it does open like a fractal. Every intention that is placed at the beginning from the participant, this is how we can call each other, is the participant, all of those intentions then ripple. And it's not that anyone's intention is more important than someone else, but it's that the person who are here will have the ability to see it unfold and not just catching up on the wave and be like, well, now it's time to do it. So we all decide what we want this experience of consciousness to be with what seems to appear at our lifetime. And that's it.
You know, Gene made a track called Crystal Temple, and he just sent it to me last night. And it was last night, right? And it had like some angel voices singing it. Well, I played it in the kitchen while Jose was cooking. And he only heard it like a little bit, like maybe 30 seconds of it. And he's like, I imagine a crystal tower. And he didn't know the name of it. And Gene had sent me some crystal tower like AI images with it, but he didn't see any of that. He just heard the sound and was like, are you serious? And it's showing the phone with the crystal towers. And I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah, it's like a beautiful crystal tower. And I'm like, what? It's like it's
we'll all see those crystal towers.
Yeah, it was awesome.
They're all part of our reality as starseed. We all see them on foreign planets. They're part of the Sirian constellation. They're part of many, many different constellations. We have even Atlantis tried to reproduce those towers. Everybody's done it. So when we do the music of it, because we know how it sounds to be there, the one who were there, it just transcend our memories beyond our memory. And that's what we're really doing our best to achieve with those sounds, to awaken your starseed memory.
Beautiful. I love that. I really love how I always say this whenever we kind of pair up, team up, catch, kind of cross paths with other people. There's so many amazing, magical, beautiful things in the world and things we can work on and learn about. And, you know, in one lifetime, we can't all dive deep into all of it. But whenever I come across kind of people who have really nerded out on these subjects with frequency and quantum and all this amazing work that you guys are all doing, I just feel so grateful that I get to be a part of it, but I don't need to understand it the way you do, because for a lot of it for me is like the concepts don't, I can feel it, but I love that you guys have really worked through all this and are bringing it into a very practical place where there's steps and processes and kind of activations and guides, and it feels like it creates a nice, easy pathway for a lot of us to follow, and that the real vision for this summit event is not, sometimes you can go to events and it feels a lot like everyone's, there's speakers and trainers and coaches and you're learning processes and you're getting information poured in and putting everything down and on top of you. And I love what you guys are sharing is really some release of, what we don't want to carry forward, but really the main thing that the focus for this summit and to bring the light bringers that are already kind of doing a lot of this work. And the focus is to bring that focus, to plant those seeds, to create that kind of unifying intention and focus and really activating people that are already tuned in such a delicious way. And I feel like that just feels super exciting for me. That's why we call ourselves Unite. When we come together, it's just such an amplification, which is so fun. And right away when we got on the calls with you guys and started connecting, it just felt like this superpower amplification. So I really
thank you so much.
Every time I talk with you guys, I really feel more and more the work you guys have put in, you've all put into the energetic pre-paving for this. And it feels like you've just created such a wonderful focal point. And normally in our relationship, Shine pulls in the light and I am the crystal and I do a lot of the focusing of it. And it really feels like I'm like crystal friends.
Of course.
Focus.
We feel super happy to work with you too. We feel super happy that to integrate in the team, and it's really nice to have the same vibration and to be able to expand out of what we've been catering, and we make it very cohesive between the three of us for this to be a reality. And at the moment we can now expand with you two, it really has blossomed to what it's now becoming. So it's truly an honor to be in collaboration.
Truly.
Aww.
Yeah.
Christian, for sharing your meditation. Actually, just got a message. Someone was in one of the group chats. They said, "Who's that guy leading the meditation? That was so powerful. I need their Instagram."
Amazing.
When you were sharing about the new earth and wellness for all, it's so aligned. Literally, we've just been writing our kind of crowdfunding for Unite coming up, and word for word, exactly what you're saying is we're writing that out in our own flow of creating this online platform and then funneling the profits into regenerative communities and physical infrastructure and the whole thing. It's so aligned. So it's just so cool that we're
it's already there and built. We are dropping it and lifting it at the same simultaneously. We're anchoring it in and bringing it out of the etherics all at the same time. And so like Paulina was saying about the template, you guys have the template, we have the template. And so we're all so now it's just okay, put it together. Because it's the frequency is it's resonating through all of our minds. So it might have a little bit of differences, but the reality is we are all now working on the same thing.
Well,
time.
The differences really smooth out and they become just almost like a difference in translation, not a difference in intention. And I was
for sure.
We were talking with one of our amazing advisors, Casey Fenton, who's the founder of Couch Surfing, and he is the
Couch Surfing.
Yes, he's amazing. He's
is that that's like an Airbnb for couches?
It was Couch Surfing was before Airbnb, so it was when you would actually.
I remember when this started. Yeah,
but he was the founder of it, and just an amazing kind of before his time thinker in creating community and creating trust, and he is a next level AI nerd, next level in the best. Oh my God, he just understands it in this beautiful way. And I was sharing with him how I'm a tech a Star Trek nerd. I've always been into sci-fi.
It's so good.
And I just, for me, it's it's because it feels like foreshadowing. It really feels like
Captain Picard was my hero for
Right.
15
So,
years.
so I was telling him about all this. Oh, I'm so excited for, the holodeck and the universal translator. He's like,
and a personal data.
well, he was saying with AI, they're actually building the universal translator, and what they've found, which is so amazing. And we knew this kind of, I think, logically, that things don't translate properly to different languages. You lose a lot of meaning. And what he was saying is they're finding with the AI, they're able to build this like 3D model of language and see where they match up on vibration, not on the word. So,
right.
So
most of these other races are telepathic. They've left the need for words.
Exactly. So soon we'll be able to communicate in a much deeper way where, our blue sky, it's not your blue sky, it's actually going to have, but we're going to actually be able to hear people on the energy level, not just the word. So that
then in a moment you can convey emotion, thoughts, imagery, like an entire circumstance in a single thought.
Exactly. And this for me is like so fun that it feels, that I get to be a part of the world at this time. And like I said,
Jose's actually really, really good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So fun.
He's just like, I can have something like evolving or like whatever, and he just like bam gets it.
Yeah.
Just like has the whole thing.
He's your universal translator.
or just in a moment he'll get he's like, wait, what are you talking about? And then he just gets the entire download, and then all of a sudden it's like giving me answers about it.
So fun. Well, that's these next. I feel like the more we can embody them, live them, share them. We were talking about on our last call, how we can just kind of create portals where people can connect and learn and grow and be a part of this. And of course, it's wonderful just for each of us to do any of this work on our own. But the more we can create portals where we can share this, where people can tune in and hear this ideas, it just takes everything to the next level.
Dude, this is a platform that's freaky.
Totally, something we want to share about the New Earth is also the coming formation that we have, and there is training for kids to actually develop those psychic abilities, because this is the most important moment for kids to do it now, especially because we don't necessarily realize it, because for us we play with little Game Boys and maybe different games, but for now the child are extremely invaded by the digital format, and by having the ability to teach them how to tap into their proper psychic and their proper intuitive, it's very important to do this at this moment for the future of our species.
Paulina's
Thank
actually
you for bringing this up.
Pauline's actually working on a protocol. One's for teachers, adults, and children. So the teachers of and this protocol is then going to have a digital certificate, similar to like an NFT on the blockchain, but then be plugged into schools globally and be available globally for children to start become quantum experts, because the solutions are already baked into them for the future. That's kind of how it works. And so we can accelerate that by this, like, I don't know, Pauline, do you want to say something about it?
Yeah, chime in, please.
That's all I can say about it.
Not yet.
That would be for a different transmission. yeah, I'm receiving like,
Do you want to?
But this is where the big work is coming from.
Oh, she said the next call.
Yeah.
Okay. The transmission.
But maybe Paulina, you want to chime in about the gift that that you would love to offer to people who are tuning into this call.
Absolutely, yes. So
thank you.
I have written a book. It's called Unlocking the Divine Within. I had some of the most powerful messages from the higher selves of different human beings that gave me the permission to write about their sessions and the information that came through. So the book has that information, along with 11
It's like
meditations.
it's like transcribed. It's like a book of like
Yeah,
the just transcription of her speaking with the
conversation.
person in channeling through the higher self, channeling through other lifetimes and everything, and just like a dialogue. And they are crazy, cosmic, incredible. And go ahead. Sorry.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
He doesn't like this book at all. He has nothing good to say about it. Every time we try and talk about Kristall, it's amazing.
I'm like, she's underselling what this is.
She's like, yeah, pretty cool thing. And he's like, no, it's not.
No, and the meditations at the 11 meditations at the end.
The meditations are insane too.
Specific,
they are
important, powerful meditations you can ever. They're awesome. Even if you want to skip the dialogue,
do them before.
Just go to the meditations. They are wildly
change your life. They are wild.
So these meditations, they were channeled. They were channeled in moments where I was either on ceremony and things were happening, and they were just like on the spot on how to move energy, how to clear, how to. So then they were there for a long time. So when I finished the book, I thought it was just about the information, because it's really powerful. Like the information, I'll get into the type of information, but I thought it was just about that. And then the guides are like, no, you're missing a piece in the book. So they guided me to bring those meditations that were really just my own at that time into the book. I said, okay. So I brought the meditations in. Some of them I already utilized. Some other ones came through at the moment. And so 11 of them were formed for the book in total. Then the information that's in the book has details about the seeding of the planet Earth, like the origins, the races that were involved in this project and how the project started, healing different things in the body. It has information about one of the masters or teachers, alchemists that came through from. He's known in Atlantean civilizations and Egyptian civilizations, and he's not in physical form at this time, but he's still able to connect. He's very connected to planet Earth, and has been really dear to his journey, his soul journey, help the planet through different times. So he came online and actually is the one who guided me to write this book. Because I was like, what do you mean? Like, you need to write the book. He's like, you need to write this book. I said, okay, I will write it. I'm not a writer. I have never intention to be any of this at all. He's like, no, it doesn't matter. You have to write a book. Okay, perfect. So I wrote the book with all the information, like the synchronicities of how this happened was crazy. Like, I mean, crazy. It was people coming for session and I would be like, this is for the book. The next person will come in for session, and then the storyline, we're having almost like a sequence, and it would be, this is for the book, this is for the book, this is for the book. So all the sessions that came, all the people that came, that traveled from different parts of the world, that came in to do this, had already been in alignment with their own spiritual awakening, and then all the information that they brought that could be transmitted to human beings, because it's part of our consciousness to really learn more about who we are, where we come from, how is it that we arrived to this point, how to heal, how to move forward, what type of technologies we are capable already. Like, there were implants of crystal technologies put into their etheric bodies during the sessions by their higher self. So we already have like crystal technology implemented into our human beings, but we're not too exposed to that, so we don't really see it, or wake up in the morning and we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna connect with my crystal that I have here, right? Like, it's like, what? But all of those things are very much part of many of the human beings that are ready to acknowledge that part of their truth. So a lot of this information is there to make it accessible and more easy to digest. One of the things that is there is that all of our bodies are going to upgrade to be a light body. And this is going to happen gradually. So I ask questions like, for example, when they say that, I'd say, okay, the person was healing for scoliosis. And I said, okay, how is this person that's healing from scoliosis going to see, let's say that it goes to an X-ray room with a doctor. How is it going to see the bones? Like, is it actually going to appear as bones? Like questions that would be, if you might, a bit logical, right? But
yeah, like
but
the
truly,
implants and stuff. Yeah.
like, but truly, how does it look like? And then they said, okay, the information that they will give me details about things that, would be amazing. They would say in the X-rays, they will show up as bone, but the structure of the bone will not be the same as the doctors know it. Like, so if they were to actually at some point try to test the DNA or the bone, it will have a different like alchemical composition. I was like, oh, so it's not everything is going to be right away visible to the eye. And this is the part where we need to be more acquainted to. It's like some things would be, but some things won't. Like they would be gradually, because it's like turning up the bolts of energy super fast for everybody would be too much. So it has to be done little by little based on everyone's state of being and everyone's state of consciousness and how much energy they can hold. Because when we're speaking about transformation and healing and all of those things, it's like, well, how much of it can you actually hold in your body? So the body starts preparing itself with activations like DNA activations, like the strands of DNA start to move. All of this it's not visible right away, but we can connect to the feeling and to the information and the different ways that this information starts to move through us. So the book has a lot of really powerful and deep information about this these specific sessions that were, to me, just beyond what the wildest imagination could possibly create. Like really. Sure. So it's a gift. It's a gift right now. I think I've seen it's posted. It's a gift. You can download the PDF and just dive into that and soak into that energy. Wow. It's like it's for all of us. It will be for like I would leave it for like a few days so that everyone who connects to the link afterwards who couldn't show up, they can connect to that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Paulina. That's so
awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure we send that. Shine did put the link there. And we'll make sure we send that in the follow-up email as well with the replay, so everyone has the replay you can watch back if you joined late, and a couple of days to be able to download that. So make sure you get that.
Go ahead, Kaisa.
Go, Mom. Oh, did you want to share something?
Of course.
Unmute. And down at the bottom, you have to unmute, not on this, on the. Oh, no, she just lost.
She wanted to share so badly, she just popped out of existence.
Exactly. To come back. She's used to on Zoom, you can unmute. There you go. She's back. Try again, Mom. Unmuting. Yeah. It's funny, we can't unmute people.
Kind of like bottom middle left.
No, we can't. Yeah, we can't.
What?
Yeah.
Can you see it? No, it's okay.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's hidden. You have to click on your picture, and then it would appear.
Okay, click on your picture, Kaisa.
Oh, there.
There you go.
And then then there is a microphone.
No, I didn't have anything to say. I was wanting to send a heart to Paulina, and I accidentally raised my hands.
She got excited. All the love. So fun.
I believe we have like a space still for like questions. If anybody wants to jump in with any questions, I
Yeah,
think this could be a really good time.
Of course. Would be
amazing
nice.
time.
I don't have any questions, but I like to drive. I just wanted to say thank you.
Aw,
That like this is amazing.
aw.
It feels really good here, and thank you for having me, and thank you for being here, and thank you for just thank
Aw, thank
We're
you.
so glad you came, truly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
you.
And I'm so glad that your
Yeah.
puppies laid out and anchored your situation there.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
You said her dogs went to sleep during the meditation around her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jose's the animal guy. He's the one that taught me that animals even do that.
Aw,
Ah,
love
Yeah,
that.
but your animals will become like a Merkaba. Like
Yeah.
they when you go into that state, they connect to that and like anchor it.
When I have my
Amazing.
crazy dreams, I always have my cats close to my head.
Yeah.
It's
yes,
like,
There you go.
yeah,
So cool.
cats.
We're
Antennas.
super glad. Yeah, so nice to meet you, Kendall.
Nice to meet you too, all of you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You. This has really been so fun just to get to anchor in again. We're going to see how the timing goes before the summit, if we'll be able to do another process before then to kind of include everyone in the evolution. So stay tuned.
That would be
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's
And
Do we want to do anything with the music that we had queued up?
I'm like spent.
we'll send it to everyone. We're going to try
We'll
and
play it as the outro.
Don't worry.
we'll
Yeah.
try and link.
Well, the music will do the job because we've already done the. All you
Yeah.
have to do is listen. We've already done all the other pieces.
Amazing.
So, yeah, just listen to it. There's no guidance needed.
Perfect. Amazing. We'll include that in the follow-up email for everyone and just
Thank you. Thank you.
watch the beginning of the video and watch your meditation, and then they can listen to the music afterward and get juiced up. Yeah. Well, this
Awesome.
is so fun, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
If you have any questions, we're going to be sharing follow-up links with the summit. I haven't looked into what else you guys are offering online things for, we'll make sure we include your websites and your other offerings, because I know Paulina and Jean, you guys have other offerings outside of the summit as well. So we'll make sure we include all the links for people to come, just check you guys out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And otherwise, hopefully we'll tune in before the summit and do some more
For sure.
juicing up. And if you have any questions about joining, I know we didn't want to talk too much about the summit. We really wanted to give you an experience of it. But there's lots more information online about the summit, about the beautiful.
Yeah, there's detailed itinerary.
It's an amazing resort. They've got
yeah,
the whole place.
it's gonna be really nice.
But I think it's going to be a very small group to really keep the container, but we've got like the whole space, so we're not having to deal with other people who are outside kind of the vortex of what we're doing. They've made it ridiculously cheap with the food included, elixirs included, magic included.
It's the whole experience.
They really wanted to create something that could be supportive for all of us, not like money maker for them, but actually just creating this container. So please, if you want to come and join us, reach out. If you know anyone who has been thinking about going to Tulum and being part of some magical crystal activation of the galaxy and New Earth, make sure
Like
you
20 crystals.
right. He was telling us before the next call, he literally was shopping at his crystal stand. He has so many crystals, and he was just shopping like, who's coming? Who's coming? And they, you know, the ones that were coming, he didn't even unwrap them. He doesn't even know all the ones that are coming. He was just like, you know, setting such a great container. So if you've been curious about any of this and you have any questions, please reach out. It's really going to be a next level offering, not just like they said, you know, a retreat where you're just really going to go and do a few things and lie around. It's really going to be this beautiful activation. I'm most excited to really get to connect with everyone and up level together whenever we go to these kind of spaces where the intention is so high, and the I feel like the quantum leaps we take as a community when we're in those spaces together is so next level. It's so different than just being by yourself.
For sure.
I'm just so excited that you guys, and grateful that you guys are holding this space for us, this container, and we get to come play with you guys. And yeah, it's so fun, so excited.
And it's so nice to be with people who also really take the time to tune in and align and ask their higher self. And that was such a treat when we were talking about something and you said, okay, yeah, I'm just tune in with my higher self. I'll get back to you tomorrow or the next day. And like, you know, that's how I roll too. So it's really nice feels like you guys are really, you know, really intentional and really doing this for the highest good and following your guidance. And that's such a treat to get to be with other people who are playing at that in those realms. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
awesome. Really, and we really appreciate that you resonate with that. Truly, it's just so nice to be on that level with other people. Truly, so yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're like such a blessing.
Is it
Kaisa?
Kaisa?
Yeah.
So lovely to meet you. And AJ, thanks for tuning in, and Kendall, awesome.
In Swedish, the J makes the IY sound. So yeah.
Kaisa.
Kaisa.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Yorkshire. I want to go there soon. So
she's in Princeton right now. She's not actually in England.
Oh. Oh yeah.
We're working on getting her traveling more one day. But right now she's in Princeton, holding it down in the interior.
Okay, awesome. All right, we'll have a lovely night, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Lovely night.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
With the music meditation, so everyone on the recording can hear it. And if you want to hang out for that, you're welcome to.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Very nice. Sean, you're so funny. I was wondering, I was like, maybe this is fucking funny. I'm like, all right, first strand.
Oh boy.
And Jose was playing the bells in the background, but I think the noise came in the drum. I don't know if you guys could hear. I'm the drum.
I love it.
I just feel I had like the drum.
Shine, that's wild, right?
That's wild. That's like full on right away. Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
That's no
fucking
joke.
feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy,
It's nuts.
that's gonna be a good weekend.
Dude, I mean, I mean, dude, the stuff he's making is crazy. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to keep it cleansed of 440. But yeah, this is like truly. Yeah. I mean, I'm so glad you said that because I mean, dude, I felt like I was gonna have an aneurysm, and I've already been through it like 6 times.
Yeah, you saw it right away.
Yeah, just like holy.
That was amazing. I gotta get going. Thank you again.
Yeah, have a good night, Tyndall.
Bye.
Here, I'll stop the recording and then we can jam if we want to.